Thomas and Kelly's life together had always been a peaceful one, filled with love and laughter. They cherished the small family they had built, especially after the addition of their beloved pet cat, Lily. Lily wasn't just a pet, she was family a gentle creature who had never shown a hint of aggression. So, when they discovered scratches on their baby's tender skin, the couple was thrown into a spiral of disbelief and confusion. The story of how Thomas and Kelly met is one many find charming. It was at a local pet adoption event where they both happened upon a timid striped cat named Lily. She had a soft gaze and a shy demeanor that captured their hearts. Initially, both of them wanted to adopt her, but Thomas, with a slight grin, stepped back, letting Kelly be the one to take Lily home. He proposed a compromise, promising to visit Lily whenever he could. That decision marked the beginning of their love story, a romance that blossomed quickly and led to marriage within a year. Lily settled into her new life with Kelly, and soon, with Thomas by her side, she became part of a family she adored. Despite her rough start on the streets, Lily was graceful and affectionate. She followed Kelly and Thomas around the house, curled up beside them on the couch, and even seemed as Kelly's mood swings as her pregnancy progressed. When Kelly's friend Mia threw a small celebration to announce the pregnancy, it felt like life couldn't get better for the young couple. So Kelly's pregnancy progressed, Mia's role in their lives deepened. She was more than a friend, she became almost like a sister to Kelly. Mia helped with everything from preparing meals to setting up the nursery, and even took care of Lily when the couple needed a break. Her presence was a comfort, especially for Kelly, who valued Mia's unwavering support and kindness. But that reliance came with a blind trust that would soon have severe consequences. After their son was born, Mia seamlessly transitioned into the role of nanny. However, Lily, usually friendly, grew increasingly hostile toward Mia, often hissing and attempting to swipe at her. The cat's behavior seemed strange, but Thomas and Kelly chalked it up to jealousy over the new baby. Little did they know, Lily's instincts were spot on. As the days went by, Kelly began to notice subtle changes in her child's behavior. Normally cheerful, the baby now cried frequently, clinging to his parents every chance he got. He didn't want to be left alone with Mia, which Kelly found strange, though she tried to dismiss it as a typical phase. When she mentioned her concerns to Thomas, he simply shrugged it off, believing that their child might just be a little spoiled from all the attention. But then things took a darker turn. One evening, after coming home from work, they noticed fresh scratches and bruises on their child's tiny arms and legs. Kelly's heart raced with worry, and she demanded an explanation. Mia, who appeared distressed, immediately pointed the blame at Lily, claiming that the cat had become aggressive, even attacking the baby for no reason. Shocked, Kelly looked over at Lily, who was quietly curled up in the corner, her soft eyes seeming far too innocent for such accusations. Yet Mia's story planted a seed of doubt. Thomas suggested that perhaps it was best to give Lily a break from the bustling home environment. He mentioned temporarily sending Lily to his mother's house until things settled down. Reluctantly, Kelly agreed, but something inside her still felt off. Unwilling to part with Lily based solely on suspicion, she decided to take matters into her own hands. That night, without telling anyone, she installed a small hidden camera in the nursery, hoping to find out once and for all what was causing her child's distress. When Kelly finally watched the footage, she was completely unprepared for the horror that unfolded before her. She braced herself as the video started playing, hoping to find some innocent explanation. But what she saw left her trembling with rage and sorrow. On the screen, Mia could be seen entering the nursery with a broom in hand, attempting to chase Lily around. The cat darted across the room, but Mia cornered her, trying to push her into the closet. Lily hissed, fighting back with everything she had, but Mia's expression was one of pure annoyance, not fear. Moments later, Kelly saw something that shattered her trust in her friend forever. Kelly watched in horror as Mia's cruel behavior continued to unfold on the screen. When her son dropped a small piece of food onto the floor, Mia's demeanor shifted from annoyed to furious. Without a hint of hesitation, she lashed out at the helpless child, striking him sharply across his arm. The baby's cries filled the room, piercing Kelly's heart as she sat helplessly watching the recording. She could barely process what was happening. Her trusted friend, someone she had considered family, was harming her precious child. But what happened next was even more astounding. Lily, who had been hiding nearby, sprang forward at the sound of the baby's cries, her small frame positioning itself protectively over the child. The brave cat, who had once roamed the streets alone, had taken upon herself to shield the baby, standing her ground despite Mia's aggression. Lily's back arched and her sharp claws extended as she hissed menacingly at Mia, warning her to stay back. It was as though Lily understood the threat and was determined to defend her young companion. Furious, Mia reacted by violently grabbing Lily and throwing her aside, sending the cat tumbling across the room. Kelly's breath hitched as she watched her cat struggle to her feet, dazed but unbroken. In that moment, Kelly knew she could no longer allow Mia near her family. This wasn't just a single act of cruelty, it was a betrayal of trust and a threat to her child's safety. Determined to protect her family, Kelly waited until the next day, deciding to confront Mia with evidence. She informed Thomas about what she had discovered, and together they made a plan. They knew they needed to handle the situation carefully, not only to ensure Mia's removal from their lives, but also to hold her accountable for the harm she had caused. The following day, Thomas and Kelly returned home early, accompanied by the police. They quietly entered the house, not wanting to alert Mia, who was once again in the nursery with the baby. When the officers entered, they were shown the damning footage from the hidden camera. Mia's face turned pale, her feigned innocence replaced by a look of shock and fear. As Mia was confronted with the undeniable evidence, she stood frozen, unable to explain away the horrors she had committed. So the police officers wasted no time in taking her into custody, while Kelly held her baby tightly, feeling a mix of relief and heartbreak. She couldn't believe that someone she had trusted so deeply, someone who had been like family, could harbor such cruelty. In that moment, Kelly realized that her instincts had been right all along, and she silently thanked Lily for her bravery and loyalty. The officers escorted Mia out of the house, and as she was led away in handcuffs, she finally broke down, confessing the twisted motivation behind her actions. It turned out that Mia had harbored romantic feelings for Thomas from the beginning. She had played the role of supportive friend only to stay close to him, hoping that her devotion would one day win him over. When she saw Kelly's life blooming with love and happiness, envy had begun to fester within her. The idea of Kelly and Thomas starting a family was more than she could bear, and so in a fit of jealousy, she had turned her resentment toward their innocent child. But Mia hadn't accounted for one thing: Lily's fierce loyalty to her family. Despite being small and vulnerable, Lily had sensed Mia's hostility and was determined to protect her human sibling. Kelly couldn't help but feel a deep admiration and gratitude toward her beloved cat, who had risked herself to shield the baby from harm. As she held Lily close, stroking the cat's soft fur, she felt an overwhelming appreciation for the loyalty and love that Lily had shown. In the days that followed, Thomas and Kelly did their best to move on from the traumatic ordeal. They showered their son with extra love and attention, determined to make up for the time he had spent in fear. Lily, too, was treated like a hero, with her own cozy bed, special treats, and endless affection from her grateful family. It was clear to both Thomas and Kelly that Lily wasn't just a pet, she was a guardian angel who had saved their family in ways they could never imagine. To make sure that no other family would have to endure the same betrayal, they shared their story with friends and family, warning others to trust their instincts and to never ignore strange behavior from pets or children. And while they would never fully forget the pain that Mia had caused, they took comfort in knowing that love and loyalty had ultimately triumphed. In the aftermath, Kelly and Thomas found themselves reflecting on how quickly trust could be broken and how vigilance was sometimes necessary, even with those closest to them. Their journey to healing took time, but each day they focused on creating new memories and strengthening the bond within their little family. Lily became a cherished hero, celebrated not only within their home, but also among friends and family who heard the story. People admired how a small, gentle creature like her could show such courage. The story of Lily's loyalty spread, and soon the couple found themselves receiving messages from animal lovers and well-wishers, all captivated by the bravery of their once stray cat. They even received offers from local animal organizations to feature Lily as an honorary ambassador for rescued pets, a role that Kelly and Thomas gladly accepted on her behalf. Their home returned to a place of peace, but they took extra precautions with anyone they allowed into their lives. They realized that the quiet, unassuming love of a pet like Lily was sometimes more genuine than the intentions of those they thought they knew. This experience left a lasting impact, reinforcing their gratitude for each other and for the resilient little soul that had come to their rescue. As time went on, Kelly and Thomas's son grew up hearing stories of his loyal protector, learning from a young age about the power of kindness, love, and loyalty. He adored Lily, often curling up next to her as she purred contentedly, watching over him as she always had. It was a silent bond that only they shared, a testament to the unique and unbreakable connection between a pet and their family. Years later, as Kelly looked back on those events, she knew they had shaped their family in ways she could have never anticipated. The scars Mia had left on their hearts had healed, replaced by a story of resilience, love, and the enduring spirit of a small cat named Lily. It was a story they would always carry with them, a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected heroes come in the smallest, most unassuming forms.